Seth Curry is a total animal on the court. In fact, he even believes he's better than his brother Steph, but we'll discuss that later. In this video, we will learn about his total net worth, his girlfriend, and more. This is Seth Curry's lifestyle. Seth Curry is often overshadowed by his world champion brother Steph. For those who don't know him, the NBA star is mainly known for his impressive three-point stroke. Seth was born on August 23, 1990 in Charlotte, North Carolina. His parents are Dell and Sonya Curry. Seth's dad played football at Elon University. His mother was a volleyball player and played at Virginia Tech. Of course, his brother Steph plays on the Golden State Warriors. Most fans believe the 31-year-old Seth is overlooked because of his older brother. But in the numbers, Seth has a 44.4% three-point percentage, the second highest percentage in the history of the NBA. This is slightly higher record than his brother, who shoots 42.8%. Of course, these stats don't define who's better, but maybe learning about Seth's life will make you look at him differently. Gambling and religion. Seth enjoys a lot of hobbies outside of basketball. It is well known that the NBA star enjoys playing gambling. You can even find him online bragging about his money he makes through this. Seth has been seen multiple times in Las Vegas and Los Angeles casinos, but don't think casinos make Seth a degenerate. Even though Curry has a huge habit of gambling, he follows Christianity. When he was a child, his father Dell would frequently take him and Steph to church. Today, both brothers find strength in their religion and use it to become better inside the court. As far as growing his beard, Seth is present on all social media and has a huge amount of followers. Seth is always posting about his games, playoffs, practices, family, and girlfriend. He does this to keep his fans up to date with his life. His Facebook account has 687,855 followers. His Twitter is 297.7 thousand followers, and his Instagram account has 2 million followers. People tend to measure success with material possessions, but even though Seth is one of the best paid NBA players, he doesn't seem to have a need to buy an expensive car. Don't think he doesn't enjoy his money though. He does have many luxury items. It's just his garage. It's not packed with super impressive cars. In fact, he was once seen driving a Chevy Equinox. Of course, cars aren't important to the NBA, but where he lives is an absolute priority. Once he got a certain point in his wealth, Seth bought a 3-story mansion at the end of a cul-de-sac in Atherton, California at $31 million. Interestingly enough, Seth's house purchase was the biggest not just in Atherton at the time, but the entire Bay Area. The mansion is located on a 1.2-acre lot full of privacy and hidden from people that try to catch a glimpse of the property from the outside. The house consists of contemporary and traditional architectural styles and has had multiple terraces, beautiful gardens, and a guest penthouse at the far back end. Curry's house has very fun features such as a swimming pool, with a poolside cabana, a built-in barbecue, and a fireplace. What would a huge house be without people to share it with? Seth lives with his longtime girlfriend and now wife, Callie Rivers. The two have been dating forever, but in 2019, Seth dropped down on one knee and popped the question. Most loyal NBA fans remember all about the wedding. Callie was extremely happy about the engagement and let everyone know on social media. The couple got married in September of that same year, wasting no time. The wedding was held in Malibu, with both sides of the family and friends attending. Ayesha Curry and Stephen Curry have both always supported Seth and Callie in their relationship. Even at the reception of the ceremony, Seth's siblings arrived dancing. Callie and Seth now have a daughter named Carter Curry, and she is currently 3 years old. Both Callie and Seth always share beautiful photos of Carter on social media as she continues to grow. Being an NBA player usually takes your time away to spend with your family unless you injure yourself and get forced to take some time off. Seth, like the majority of athletes, has had a fair share of injuries throughout his professional career. Curry has fought many injuries since beginning of the 2017 season when he suffered bad shin soreness. This eventually led to left tibia soreness, knee injuries, leg injuries, and a few more. Despite these times off, Seth always managed to redeem himself every time he returned from an injury. Seth once also tested positive for COVID. This was no big deal, except he was also suffering from a sprained ankle at the same time. This was one of the times Seth struggled the most to return to the lineup after being sidelined. Besides the injuries and the setbacks, Seth never stopped being relevant, and what happened when you combine relevance and mad basketball skills? Big loads of money. So the question many you ask is, what is Seth Curry's total net worth today? As of 2022, Seth Curry's net worth is $4 million. This number comes mostly from his endorsement deals and his 4-year contract with the Brooklyn Nets. Even though he's accumulated much wealth throughout his career, you might ask yourself why this net worth is only $4 million. Some would say this is because he has crazy spending habits, such as the gambling we mentioned before. Shopping, investing, and giving away to charity. Another factor is his multiple franchise issue. Throughout Seth's professional career, he has played for 6 different franchises in 6 seasons, which some suspect affected his bank balance as well. But even though he likes to spend it, Curry's much better set. He already signed a 4-year deal with the Brooklyn Nets with a salary of $8 million per year. Seth is the 5th highest paid player for the Brooklyn Nets. This contract also says that Seth is free to be free agent by 2023 if he doesn't sign another contract. The 6'2" guard signed with Under Armour for a $40 million deal. This is why some people think $4 million is not that much for someone like him. Seth also has endorsement deals with Nikes, Adidas, JBL, and so on. All of his endorsement deals except Under Armour account for $10 million. His total endorsement earnings are worth $50 million. The Nets shooting guard has invested $6 million in a gaming social platform named eFuse. He's also invested in HyperIce, which is a portable ice decompression device designed for NBA athletes to ice their knees. Seth is the founder of a non-profit organization called the Seth Curry Foundation. The foundation is created to emphatically impact the quality of life for disadvantaged children and ensure every child is trained to succeed. Now that you know all about Seth, here are a few fun facts you may find interesting. Number 1, watching both of the Curry brothers, most people would have never expected Seth went to the more prominent school. Steph went to a smaller school at Davidson College. Seth transferred a few times, starting at Charlotte Christian School, then going to a Liberty University, before finally attending Duke. It took some time, but he made it. Number 2, let's be real. A lot of kids blame something else for cheating when they're younger if they lose. We just don't know how to deal with losing. So sometimes blaming someone else for cheating was easier. Seth did this a lot as a kid, as he got so frustrated with Steph always winning as a child. Number 3, Seth worked hard to get where he is today. We mentioned that although he went to the more prominent school, he went to 2 colleges before that, and Liberty University is where he did the damage. When he was a freshman, he set the conference record for the most points scored. Right there, he proved he was worth playing at a higher tier university and eventually the NBA. Number 4, it didn't matter where either of them went to school, as Seth signed as an undrafted free agent while Steph was a first-round pick. It goes to show that as long as you're good, NBA teams will find you. This was definitely the case, as Steph didn't go to the most impressive school, but what he did there was enough to impress the Warriors organization. 5. Most people would probably say that Steph is better than Seth, but Seth disagrees. Seth truthfully believes he's the better Curry brother. The amount of confidence he has is great. And you need that kind of confidence to succeed in the NBA. Hopefully one day he'll realize how far off he was with that statement. If you like this video, you might like Bronny James' lifestyle. So you think Seth is a top 25 NBA player? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.